Hello again, guys, and welcome back to Questions and Answers with your host, Dopefish. Today I'm going to do something a little bit different. I'll be making this video somewhat watchable, instead of just having it be audio only. So you can actually actively watch this video if you feel like it, instead of just having it as background noise to your video games or whatever. So I'm going to be playing some footage of Path of Exile here in the background. And I'm going to be putting up some pictures and text as we go along. Obviously you can just listen in as well if you prefer that. Just let me know what you think about this format. Is it worth it? Does anyone actually bother looking at this video? Or should I just keep it as audio only? Oh well, let's move on to the first question. Capgamer asks, there are 3 Swedish currency dollars in front of you. A man tells you that there are 4 Swedish currency dollars behind you. Do you believe him? Well, we don't have Swedish dollars, so no, I don't believe him. Because there couldn't possibly be 4 Swedish dollars behind me. Yeah, that's a really weird question, but yeah, it gives me an opportunity to talk about the Swedish currency, which I love so much. Not really. Anyway, we have kronor, or crowns, as the literal translation of that would be. And yeah, it's about 7 crowns to a dollar these days. So yeah, and would I believe someone if he said there's more money behind me? That's kind of a philosophical question, isn't it? Like, it's the glass half full, half empty, you know, like, sort of. But if you trust the guy, I don't know, I don't think I would trust him. I'd probably just stick with my $3 in front of me instead of having potentially $4 without certainty, so to say. Like, I'd rather not take that gamble. I don't know why I'm even answering this question. Okay, let's move on. Redgreen9 asks, I know it's late, but be my Valentine. It's even later now because there was a while since this question was asked, but of course I'll be your Valentine. Aww. Brent Tusa asks, do you like metal? If you do, which kind of metal? Yeah, I like metal. Metal, it's pretty good. And there's copper, of course. Bronze is a pretty cool one. I like bronze. You know, iron, steel, iron. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I do like metal. Okay. Shortish2x2 asks, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you hate bronies? You know, not that much. Maybe a 2, 3, 4 maybe. They're not that annoying. I mean, sure, they have an annoying subculture and they're kind of faggots, but there are much worse people out there. I don't really give a shit about them. I hate people who have bad taste in video games more than I hate people who have bad tastes in animated series. Actually, liking My Little Pony, I wouldn't say that's bad. I've watched a few episodes, they're pretty decent, but of course, making it into an entire fandom and basing your life around it is really fucking stupid, but whatever. Nah. It's not like people who like Twilight, because that's an actual bad movie and bad book. And people who like Twilight just have poor taste. People who like My Little Pony, Friendship is Magic, they don't have poor taste, they just take it to an extreme, which it doesn't deserve, but yeah, whatever. I don't really hate them that much. QuertGuy86 asks, whatever happened to Nuya? Can we see more of him? Yes, you can, of course. He's still around. He kind of got a job though, so he isn't streaming that much anymore. And there hasn't really been anything he streamed lately, which has been appropriate to make YouTube footage out of. So yeah, you can catch him on our live stream though, Dopelives.com, every now and again. There's no schedule or anything though, so you're just gonna have to be lucky or potentially ask him, although that will be annoying if everyone keeps asking him. But yeah, he streams maybe 2-3 times a week these days, so there. Grilled Tomato asks, if you had been voice acting a character in a game that's already been released, which character would you have done? I don't know. I would have to say Guybrush Threepwood, just because I really enjoy that game and enjoy his humor and everything, but I kinda don't wanna take that job away from Dominic, like the actual voice actor, because he does such a fucking good job with it. So I don't know, maybe I'd like to do like a unit in Warcraft 3, maybe. That game has so many good voice actings, so that would be fun. Or maybe like a hero in Dota 2, or something like that. Oh well. Miss MK asks, what games are you looking forward to in 2012? Ooh, good one. Well, there's Diablo 3, if that ever gets released. Guild Wars 2 looks really fucking good. Like, for an MMO at least. I'm not totally sold about it yet, but I'll definitely check it out. Terra looks pretty interesting. I'm kind of looking for a new MMO. Star Wars: The Old Republic has kind of gotten a bit stale and boring, but yeah, I wouldn't mind a new MMO, so Terra looks pretty good. And there's Bioshock Infinite, which looks amazing. I mean, I loved Bioshock 1. I did like Bioshock 2, even though I felt they kind of fucked it up a bit. So yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to Infinite, yeah. I mean, there was Mass Effect 3, but that seems like they fucked it up too badly for me to enjoy it. Oh well, still a day one pirate for me. I mean, yeah. Are there any other games I'm looking forward to? Not sure. I mean, there probably are, but I can't name them off the top of my head right now. Speaking of looking forward to, I'm really looking forward to Game of Thrones when that comes out in April, Season 2 that is. It's gonna be great, I think. Weren't they making a Game of Thrones video game? I mean, besides Game of Thrones Genesis, which wasn't that bad, I think they were making like a better one with a longer development period. Hopefully that'll be pretty badass. There was also what's it called? Mount and Blade mod, which was like a total conversion to a Song of Ice and Fire universe. That must be pretty badass, but I don't think they ever managed to finish that, and it was kind of bad. Oh well, let's move on. Melissa is Awesome TV asks, what is your favorite vintage video game console and what's your favorite game to go with it? I mean, yeah, the NES maybe? Yeah, let's say the NES and Chip and Dale's Rescue Rangers. Because that was basically the video game console of my childhood, I guess. I also played other consoles, of course, the SNES, Genesis, what's it called? MSX? What the hell is it called? Anyway, I played that as well. One of my cousins had it. That was a weird, expensive thing. More like a computer, I guess. Some Commodore, but those were also computers. I guess they don't count. Game Boy. Oh, maybe Game Boy, actually. I think Game Boy might be my favorite vintage video game console. I have many good memories with Game Boy. You know, these good old games. Pokemon, of course. Fucking Pokemon. Tetris. Super Mario Land. I really like that game. Many people don't like Super Mario Land. I think it's like a black sheep of the family, but I like it. Super Mario Land 2 is also good. Adventure Island, Boulder Dash. Yeah, lots of good games on that Game Boy we played. Gradius. Yeah. Oh well, I'll just say the Game Boy, and my favorite game to go with it must have been Tetris. I played so much fucking Tetris. Okay, let's move on. I'm answering these questions really slowly. Holy shit, it's gonna be a long one. Oh well. Netis93 said, what is your favorite qualities in a game? Ooh, that's a really good question. I would have to say fun, even though that's just a buzzword. No, but yeah, if I have fun with a game, I'll enjoy it and I'll recommend it to friends and I'll play it more and yeah. I mean, particular qualities, I don't know, it has to control well, of course. It has to have good gameplay, I mean, story, music, graphics, all that kind of stuff can make a really good game experience, but if the game itself, in its core, isn't fun to play, it's not gonna help. It's just gonna be a chore getting from one cutscene to the next, basically, like one of the newer Final Fantasies or something. Yeah, I don't know though, it's kind of hard to really quantify what makes a good game, but overall, like, yeah, I guess the gameplay itself has to be good. It has to be somewhat addictive as well. I really enjoy games with RPG elements, even if it's like a shooter. As much as people hate on, Modern Warfare 2 and those kind of games, I enjoy that kind of grind that's in them, where you play the matches, then you unlock new weapons, you get a little bit stronger, you get a new perk. I don't know, I just enjoy doing that for some reason. I enjoy grinding in games to get more powerful in games. I enjoy that. I'm just babbling now. So yeah, what's my favorite qualities in a game? It's the gameplay. Let's just answer gameplay. Saggy93 asks, what is that "Hey Johnny, come on" sounds, which is sometimes audible, especially in your older videos? That is a sound from Melty Blood, which is a fighting game for both PC and PlayStation. I'll put in some footage here for it, so take a look at that, and you'll know where it comes from. And yeah, that is the sound which used to play whenever someone got kicked out of our chat that we have. We use IRC chat, so that was the sound my client made every time someone got kicked. which is why you heard it quite often, because people get kicked quite often because they don't read the rules. Anyway, Massive Brosive and a businessman both ask similar questions, which is something like, where and why did you learn English? I'm from Sweden, everyone here knows English. It's mandatory to have English in school from the 3rd grade up. That would be when you're 11, no, wait, well, maybe 10, something like that. Up to every single grade after that has English education. Even in what we here call gymnasium, which is probably like upper high school or early college, like when you're 16 to 18, 19 something. Yeah, there's mandatory English education at least. And I actually learned English pretty well before school, like when I was a child, from just watching movies with English. We have a lot of English movies here, obviously. We are kind of a small country, so we can't afford to dub everything like they do, in Germany and France and all that. So we have just English with subtitles. And yeah, I also played a lot of games, of course. Games were almost never translated or even subtitled or anything. So you just had to learn English, and I guess I just did. And yeah, I have kind of a knack for languages in general. I don't know. I was always good in school and stuff with English and Swedish both. I enjoy it. And it might sound kind of weird that, oh, you're good at English, but you're so bad at speaking it or whatever. But I kind of, do it on purpose sometimes, where I kind of fuck up my own English with like fuck up the grammar and fuck up the pronunciations and stuff, just for fun. I don't know. I kind of picked up a speech pattern from a streamer on our site called SweetPea, where he used to say aminations instead of animations, and ever since that I've just kind of like swapped out the letters in words, so it's like evelator instead of elevator, and like enemies instead of enemies, and these days I just do it automatically, even though it kind of started as a joke. And yeah, it's kind of hard to break those patterns these days. And obviously I mispronounce other words on purpose as well. I don't know why. I just think it's fun to do. Okay. Frustration Tool asks, if you became a multi-millionaire overnight, what would you buy and do? Well, first of all, I'd give a fuckload to charity, because I don't need that much money. Electronic Frontier Foundation is a pretty good charity, of course. Red Cross, maybe. WWF. I don't know, there are probably more charities I could look into. Cancer research, of course. Anyway, yeah, that's the first thing I would do. And then I would buy myself a new computer, a new house, a new car. And then I would just coast for the rest of my life, I guess. I wouldn't really do much else. Maybe go on vacations or something, but I kind of am, I don't know. I really would like to go like to the US or Great Britain or something on vacation, but I have no one to go with, and everything is really sad. I'm really what's the word, like nervous, or yeah, I don't know, something like that. I don't think I would be able to do it even if I had the money for it, which is kind of sad. Oh well. Ixjin asks, what is the most confusing game you have played? Man, I don't know, maybe like Europa Universalis or something like that. One of those grand strategy games, which are like manuals and fucking spreadsheets the game. Spreadsheets, yeah, maybe EVE Online, that was kind of confusing. The tutorial didn't really help, and that was a really boring game. Of course there are like these old NES games which are completely impossible if you don't have the manual there, because you don't know what the buttons do and anything. But yeah, probably one of those old grand strategy games like Europa Universalis or Hearts of Iron or whatever. Okay, this has been going on way too long, so let's do the last question. This is by Rexos. Have you ever considered buying a sheep as a pet? No, I haven't. It would be kinda cool though, but are sheep really that domesticated? I mean, wouldn't they poop everywhere and eat your carpets and like wires and shit? So I don't think it would be that good of an idea. Oh well. And I guess that's it for now. This is going on for like 15 minutes already. Jesus fuck. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about this new format with the pictures and the text and some of the videos as well and all that shit. The music in this has been from Age of Empires, by the way. If anyone's interested, it's good music, isn't it? And with that, I guess I will leave you all. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. Don't ask any questions though, I still have a lot to go through, so I will not answer any questions asked on this video. Anyway, thanks for watching or listening. Goodbye.